Okay, now that we have the door panel removed, we're gonna go ahead and remove this inner panel here so we can get to that door latch and that door handle. So what we did was we disconnected the electrical, this one here, the main from the door here. And all it is here. You lift it up and it pulls the electrical apart. Then you take the rubber from the hole here and you're gonna feed it through from this one here. Once you get that out, make sure everything is unplugged, which it is. And we're gonna pull this out of there with little flathead screwdrivers, pop it out. And then we should be able to remove all the bolts, which we did already. Once we're done removing those, then we'll slide the panel out. Since this panel is also the window regulator, we're gonna roll the window down to this spot here. Once we roll it down, this spot here, you can see from here, there were 2 black plugs we removed. Once we get down to there, we'll unbolt it and we should be able to pull this panel out from the bottom. Okay, so don't forget, we'll have to roll the window down to that point before we unbolt everything here and before we unplug this wiring harness. So do that first because we have to disconnect this. So 10 millimeter and we'll get that disconnected. It doesn't have to come out all the way. Okay, just loose enough so the glass comes out of it. Okay, this one too. Should be loose enough. We'll just do this and pull the glass up and out of it. Shouldn't work that way. We'll be right back once we get that because I need both hands. We're gonna take this off of here. We already did, but to take this off, there is a black cover here. So we pull that out, and then inside is an 8 millimeter bolt. So take that out, pull the handle a little bit, and then this comes out like that. Okay. So now we're gonna pull the door handle, and this should just clip right out of here. I need both hands, so I'll do that first. So to get the door handle out, you have to pull it away from the front of the car towards the back of the car. And once you get that loose like that, it just slides right out of the door. Once you get that out, there's a little bolt that you have to remove. Now we're going to take the 3 Torx bits here that are T30, and that means once we're done there, this whole thing should slide out with the latch and the handle. So we'll see what happens from there. Thing is out, so we're gonna go ahead and pull this out of here, and we should be okay. Should slide right out. If we do everything correctly, this is what it should look like. So we have the whole panel out. This is the back side of the panel. This is our door handle base. So we're gonna unclip this. We're going to undo this, and it should be all clipped in. There shouldn't be any bolts to remove anymore, just a bunch of clips. Here we go. So this piece just clips out. You can see how the clip goes in to that piece. You just kind of stick your screwdriver right here. All right, so this is actually going back in right now, but so that's in, and then to get it out, just kind of do that and yank it away. Just don't break your plastic, okay? And this one, we're going to unplug this. Obviously, it's just a push clip, so you push and pull. Now that we got this out, we're gonna go ahead and put the brand new latch in. I call this new hotness. All right, so we're gonna slide these 2 through the panel, through the holes there. See the 2? Then we're gonna just clip it in place in this gray clip, and we'll go from there. Got that all slid and clipped in, okay, and the wiring hooked up right there. And the 2 cables all the way through. We're gonna pull the rubbers through here, and then we're gonna hook up our door handle base. We take our gray piece here, and we have to remove that so we can hook up our door handle base. So we're gonna take a little thin screwdriver and pop out the clip here, and it should pop out. Let's see. Put that in place. All right, it just clips on. You see the clip there, see the 2 there, and you see the other one right there. Now we have put our, okay, now that we got it all set up, door handle base, our cable's hooked up. Our latch assembly is clipped in place. Our cables are all the way through on that side. Our rubbers are popped through. Now we're gonna slide this back in place and we should be able to get the thing back together. Okay, we slid it in place. We put one bolt in here in the upper corner just so it holds it so it doesn't fall out. We're gonna line up our latch here and tighten it up first, and then we'll go to our door handle in the front, outer door handle base in. So we have our bolts started already. It's gonna go into that notch. But we have to make sure that this side, these little pieces are pulled all the way over and they're in place. Now that they are, we can tighten this up with our 8mm. Okay, we got that tight. That's all in. We made sure our seal is popped in place on both sides. And we're gonna put our door handle in. And this one goes in first, like that. Make sure it fits all the way in there. Okay, slide it in place. And then what you're gonna do is just slide it towards the front of the door, like that, until it clips all the way in. And now we have our door handle. Make sure it pulls in and out. Make sure it's working with the mechanism. We're gonna try putting the other cover piece now. Got our cover piece bolted in. Now we're gonna put our plastic cover back in there and just pops in place, just like that. And now we're gonna put our 10mm bolts all the way around. Once we get that tightened up, we'll put the glass back in the door. Now that we got the glass back in and mounted, right? We bolted it up. We went up and down and made sure that everything was okay. We got all our bolts in. Got our electrical back in place. Don't forget to do that. Okay. Now we're gonna hook up our door handle piece here, which I didn't show you how to remove. So I'm gonna show you how to put it back on here. So this is our piece right here, and it rolls into the door handle clip. So first, we're going to flip it upside down, right? We're gonna put the large piece in here, right? Make sure it pops into both sliding pieces. From there, right? In there, and lines up. You got it lined up, and then you push it into place there in the clip. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the small one, and then we'll put it back on the door. Now that we got that done, don't forget to plug your electrical back in on the back of the panel. Then you're gonna lift it, slide it onto that piece, bring it down all the way, and then make sure all the clips line up and pop it in place. Then you're gonna put that screw back in, and you're gonna put this screw back in. Now that I showed you how to put a latch and a door handle in place on a Hyundai Sonata, go ahead and like my video and subscribe to my channel.